What's up, guys? Here to watch and review my feature match at the WCQ Brussels 2026, the European Championships. Um, round 5 feature. It says I'm 4-0, but I'm 3-1, so that was incorrect. But I'm here to show you, let's just talk through the game, talk through my mindset, what it was like having a feature match, because I've had quite a few feature matches in the past, but these headphones, bro, they were horrible. Noise cancelling headphones so you don't hear the crowd, but there's constant static noises. It's horrible, bro. Let's get into the match.
And we have quite the spectacle. Oh, a little bit of a spoiler already.
Look at my face.
And we have quite the spectacle. Oh, a little bit of a spoiler.
I'm so serious. What is wrong with me?
Spoiler already on screen. And I mean, for anyone who has followed the game for a while, you should be familiar with Usman, who has been having, fair bit of success over in the UK Opens and has been known for playing some very interesting decks.
I just want to say huge shouts to Marcelo. Let me just double check if it's recording. Let me just double check because it's the first time doing this whole reviewing thing. Big shouts to Marcelo because every time I see him at an event, he always daps me up. He always says, "How you doing, bro? Good to see you again." And every single time, I always have a bad record, and obviously it doesn't affect Marcelo in any way. He, honestly, right? But this European Championship, I was able to dap him up, and I even said to him, "Bro, every time I speak to you, I always have a bad record. Guess what my record is now?" He's like, "What's your record?" I'm like, "X1." He's like, "Oh, well done, man!" Like, pat me on the back and everything. Marcelo is one person I want to make proud just because he's been supportive. Yeah, he's a big name, but he's always been very supportive of me. So big shout outs to Marcelo. You're a great person.
And yet again with another one.
So,
bit of those decks we haven't seen in action.
Alright, so I go first. I'm gonna turn the volume a bit down as because I'm the commentator now. Look at me, I'm the commentator. So my opening hand is 2 copies of Zoa, 1 Metal Zoa, 1 Tract, and Incoming Machine. So 2 Zoas kind of unfortunate. Tract gets you into Fiendsmith. Incoming Machine gets you Metal Illusionist or Red Eyes Metal Claw, and Metal Zoa just gets you the trap, right? We'll see here. Which play do I start with? Do I start with Zoa first? Do I start with Incoming first? Do I start with Tract first? Straight away I misplayed. My first action of the game, I misplayed straight away. My mindset was search Red Eyes Metal Claw, set the Metalmorph with the Metal Zoa, and then summon Metal Claw, get back the Metalmorph, get Metalmorph from deck, Metalmorph the full Metal Claw into full metal, then you have the Omni Negate, and then you Tract into your Fiendsmith combo, which goes into your Rolad combo, and that's everything, right? Uninterrupted because you have the Omni Negate, and then Zoa sets another trap. If I just started with Tract, I'll show you what happens. I think we all know what happens here, so I'm going to skip forward in reading. So I grab Metal Claw, so I can set up the Omni Negate straight away. He drills me. So now my Fiendsmith Tract is dead, and I don't have access to Fiendsmith anymore. Not good. So one play I was tempted to do was, I think I do the same play, where it's like, do I set the trap first? No, I do go Zoa, because Zoa has 2 effects, right? You can reveal him and special summon, then your opponent gets summoned from hand, and the it has 3 effects actually. Well, 1 summoning condition, 2 effects. So the other effect is to set the trap, obviously. But the first effect is if your opponent controls a monster, you get to normal summon, right? So my mindset was special summon it here. So you see the zone? You see the zone underneath the extra monster zone? Very important. Um, Reprodocus makes it a light fiend, which then you can full Fiendsmith. So my plan was make him summon anything, normal summon my second Zoa, summon the Metal Claw, link 2 into Reprodocus, and then full Fiendsmith. Doesn't happen. He doesn't summon from hand. He has a Super Poly as well, jeez. So I'm just gonna set the Metalmorph. I'm gonna times 2 it. So again, if I started with Fiendsmith tracked, I would have gone into Fiendsmith. I would have ended on Caesar Desiree plus 2 Metalmorph traps. That's 7 interruptions underneath the Droll and Lockbird. But I started with the wrong card, so I end on 3 interruptions. Instead of 7, I end on 3. So I could have ended it again. Full Fiendsmith into Caesar Desiree, and with Metalmorph set, because the Max Metalmorph takes the... Oh yeah, so here, right, I got a bit mixed up because he was reading my Trapping Grave, and I forgot I added one back from hand. So I accidentally placed the Metalmorph here. I'm like, oh wait, sorry. Judges didn't call me out for it. My opponent didn't mind. It was just like, it was a genuine accident, right? And yeah, it would have been a big blunder if I did set the second trap, I'm not gonna lie. Because I would have started with the Max Metalmorph. Wait, why didn't he Super Poly me here? I have 2 Darks. And if he Super Polys and then does his plays, I don't have anything. Does he not play Mud Dragon? Or does he just have, like, the fusion tags for Albaz? Okay. Because, like, that incoming machine to start was such a throw, like, honestly. I could have been punished so hard here. But, like, again, that's why the deck takes so much skill. Because, bro, the amount of, like I just said, I activated my starter, but it was the wrong play because I just lost a draw. I don't know, like, my mindset was there. I wanted to go uninterrupted to resolve Fiendsmith and roll that, because that would have given me like 8 interruptions or something. 9 interruptions, I think. It would have been a lot of interruptions. Okay, so he contacts fuses the white Albaz with the Metal Claw. And the judge is telling him, make sure you declare that next time. So I'm like, okay, Ecclesia's gonna summon from deck, now we have to max Metalmorph. I'm like, if he has Ash Bell, I lose the game automatically, right? Like I said, if he had anything, I would have been punished so hard here. But it's important you make these mistakes, so you you learn for the next time, right? So, summons Albaz. So, my opponent, like, I summon Metal Zoa, and he doesn't read it. And my opponent, after the game, told me he couldn't focus because of the noise-cancelling headphones, not cancelling out any noise, because it was constant static in our ear. And, like, you can hear, you know, the hand shuffles we do, you can hear that through the headphones, and it's really bad. And he didn't read the Metal Zoa, and that Metal Zoa just hard checks Albaz. Hard checks Ecclesia Synchro. Like, it's a detonator. Right? The DS7. I'm like, okay, no worries. Yeah, he's not playing as optimally because like, I won't keep repeating the headphone issue, but like he goes Nadir, tries to search his deck straight away. I remind him like he has to send his extra deck, and yeah, now he summons Quem. I go destroy it because Quem does generate a lot of advantage, and he doesn't access the extra deck anymore. So I mean, I could have held the Metal Zoa till the end phase if I really wanted to, but I really just want to get the flame coating out. I want to use the flame coating to summon metals, full metal. Yeah, so he goes Albion, send Retribution, right? And then Retribution add to hand. I'm like, okay. And then he checks his grave. He's like, oh, I'm locked. Okay, now he uses Ecclesia. Can't remember what the judge is saying here. Oh yeah, they were asking about where Albion was sent, and he didn't draw because I think it was in graveyard. Okay, so I changed the flame coding. So this is a very interesting ruling. So I'm saying it shuffles back in, correct? He's saying no because of game mechanic, it goes to grave. I'm saying it equips onto the card, so it stays on the field, and the judges agree with me. So even though the Metalmorph traps aren't continuous or equip spells, um, they still stay because the card effect is to equip to it. Well, not a card effect, it's like it equips to it. So it does stay on the field, so they don't go to a grave at the end of the chain. And if you try to spin them, bounce them in any way, they get bounced and they get spun. So when I was playing Hieratic Seals, that did come up where I changed Metalmorph, then changed Hieratic Seal to bounce back the Metalmorph, and then summon my guy, and then summon Fall of Albez, and then discard. That was funny. Okay, so this is the thing now. He goes, I got tracked into Lurie, and then what does he do? Yeah, he tries to Super Poly here, and he quickly realizes he can't because Albalan just can't be used as fusion material. So he does get a PE minor for as a warning. But now there's a Super Poly set, so I'm gonna play around it, right? Sorry, I'm just gonna double check it's recording again. Yep, all good. So I can just Fiend Smith now. So what I need to not do is just summon Engraver and another Light Fiend, right? So I do is summon Engraver here. I think I use Requiem? Yeah. So I Requiem onto that. And then here's pretty straightforward now, because his Super Poly is pretty much dead, and I know what's in his hand. So I link into Sequence. Sequence, shuffle back those two. I love just shuffling back anything but Engraver. And then Aerial Eater, send the Archfiend, and now it's a wrap. Like, I'm not going to have two of the same attribute, and even if I do, I have the Ritual, which can't be affected. So I'm just going through the motions, just deciding where the banish pile is. Then we add back the incoming machine, which is once per turn, and he sees it as a wrap. So yeah, that's good. I think the play would have been Sequence and Aerial Eater into Agnum Day. Agnum Day attack, Dark Chaos attack. Agnum Day summon back the Engraver and attack with that. It's 3/6, 1/8, and a 2/8, so that would have been game. So if you practice a deck enough, you pretty much know, like, after X amount of interruptions, you know what the winning line is. So that's good. So my opening hand game 2 was, I think it was 2 Thrust, Metal Zoa, Metal Claw, and I can't remember the last card. Oh, it's Grifo, yeah. Because I remember. I use Grifo here. Grifo is something I pretty much save till the end phase, because every deck's on Fallen the Virtuous, so it's if you do it in draw phase, they're just gonna use it, right? So there's one disadvantage to my deck, and it's that I'm not playing for Drawless Harmonia, so I can't go Grifo Harmonia. But I was thinking, yeah, I could probably make it work, but I'd have to cut down on D-Mod, the Dragoon, the Reproducus, the Zombie Vampire, just to make space for Harmonia. And bro, I'm telling you, D-Mod, Reproducus, Dragoon, and Zombie Vampire were exceptional. Unbelievably exceptional. So, was this the end phase? Why do I Grifo here? I can't remember. Oh yeah, because he's getting the Mercuria back to hand. That's why I'm like, I have to Grifo here, because he's just not going to negate it. But now if I send the Outfiend, I send the Ritual Spell's cost. And then that baits the Mercuria. Which is really, really, really big. Because then next turn, if he... Oh, wait, does he Mercuria? Yeah, he has to. So next turn, I go... He's going to get rid of the Mind Shuffle, so I can go Archfiend... Sorry, Ritual, add back the Grifo and the Ritual. And then Archfiend shuffle back the Mind Shuffle and 2 other cards. And then discard Grifo for Mind Shuffle, activate Mind Shuffle, get the Ritual. So, yeah, that's really good. Like, really, really good here. And I'm glad I'm glad I bait out the Mercuria. Because it's really easy, not easy. Breaking boards is very doable. But, like, there's always that layered hand interruption, which I can't really prepare for. So, like, the Ash Blossoms, the Droll Knockbirds, the Mercuria, they're really hard to deal with. So I'm reading Archfiend here. I can't remember how I was reading it, but it was something to do with obviously rituals. But like just resolving that one Grifo and getting interrupted gives me a lot of more follow up, Because, bro, Skull Archfiend of Chaos is absolutely absurd. That card is so good. But, like, he has to go for Dogma here. And I'm expecting him to destroy my Mind Shuffle in the end phase. Which is fine, because I have Metal Claw, Metal Zoa, Metal Claw into Full Metal, plus, Track. Yeah, he doesn't pop my Mind Shuffle with FMV here. He pops Albion and just sets another one. I'm like, brother, you could have just done that. But again, like I said, he wasn't playing the most optimally because the pressure of a feature match, my unconventional deck, and the unnoise cancelable headphones. Yeah, he could have just popped my FMV. He could have FMV my Mind Shuffle and just set another one. Because I'm pretty sure Brandon does play 2 Albion. So now he has nothing like of note in hand because I baited out the Mercuria. So now he's gonna Metal Zoa. So now I'm gonna Metal Zoa set Metalmorph. Then, so he's gonna affect, and then he goes for Quem. Yep. I'm just reading it like, because I always think they're gonna summon from the extra deck. They never summon from the extra deck. They can with Queritus and the other cards. But he's just gonna go Quem. So he's at a bit of a disadvantage here. Why did I draw one? Oh no, I added the Metalmorph back. So he sends Retribution. I'm like, okay. Like, right now I'm not threatened by anything. So here's a key thing. So I set instantly priority Max Metalmorph. So now they can't react. Well, they can react, but they won't really do anything. Because, like, say he goes. Well, it helps against Lunalight, from what I recall. Because I remember doing it against Lunalight. So he goes Ecclesia. I'm like, that's fine. So just remember priority Max Metalmorph when you have Metal Claw. I'm like, okay, he's easily going for Albaz here. So he goes Albaz, effect, and negate, and then I burn him for 3000. So now it makes the OTK very, 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 very simple. I just have to play around one FMV, and that's it, right? Now I thought, no. So this was a mistake I made. I didn't need to thrust first, because you're going to see that I'm going to attract, and then I use the Mind Shuffle. I should use Mind Shuffle first and then thrust, because that just is just more optimal, even though I win either way, because I'm getting into Desiree. That's just it, right? It's more optimal you go Mind Shuffle, bait out the FMV, then you thrust. But like I said, it's over either way. Alrighty, because you make sequence. Like I said, if you know the line to OTK and there's no mod interruptions, just play as fast as you can, as long as you're comfortable with it. If you need to take your time, take your time. But, yeah. So just aggravate it. Because what I say in my head, a very key thing I say in my head is, alright, what's the line? There's like keywords I have in my head. So there's Full Metal, which is Metal Claw into Full Metal. There's Full Fiendsmith, which I look at Swordsman plus Illusionist. So I'm like, okay, what does this card give me? Full Fiendsmith. If I look at a card, I should know instantly what that card's about to do. And then I'm looking at this board, and I'm like, what beats it? So he's already on 5k. So I'm like, okay, Big Desiree. Big Desiree usually refers to Agnum Day Sequence and Requiem, but it can also mean this Desiree as well. The line just has to be simple. Attack, it does piercing, that's 5-8 damage. Easy, right? So I had the BLS in hand as well. So I was planning to bounce back my Metal Claws with Mind Shuffle, and then summon the BLS out, but it doesn't matter. I won anyway. So that was the 6th card, I remember. But we took off the headphones and we're both like, oh my gosh, that was horrible. But yeah, that was me review. Like, see, I'm rubbing my ears and everything. Like, what the hell was that? And he's a bit frustrated, but like, it is what it is. And we're just talking about the game. And yeah, it was a good game. I really enjoyed it. We got a really cool photo afterwards as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This was my first time reviewing a feature match of mine. I hope to do a lot more content soon. I just got done with my 11-hour shift, but I'm still pumping out the content for you guys. and I'm really grateful for all the support, and I hope to see you guys in the future in coaching sessions, in events. Just I hope I'm really trying to push the channel now. Try to get as much content as you for you guys. Try to push the coaching so more people can be on Metalmorph. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.